Hi there, welcome to video 2 of 3 on dating no-nos, telling someone on the first or second dates information that's just too much too soon. So I'm May Huey.
Hi, and I'm Katie Chen.
And we're with a local boutique matchmaking company, and in this second set of videos we're going to touch upon other things that are no-nos that you probably shouldn't mention. So one of my biggest pet peeves is when you're on a date and you maybe are considering switching jobs because you don't like your job, and but nothing's happened yet, and you're thinking of moving from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and you know, if nothing's happened yet and nothing has been determined, you don't really need to bring that up on the first date. I mean, that's my opinion, because if you don't even know what's going on, why would this person who decided to meet with you and to date you on the first date want to pursue a relationship with someone that's about to pick up and leave? So It's like, you know, if you're really like 90% sure that you're leaving, then maybe you should stop dating and start dating when you're in your new city. But you know, unless you love long distance relationships and you get unlimited miles, you know, through your credit card and you can fly wherever you want. But, you know, for things that are uncertain, maybe you shouldn't bring that into the first or second date until you really get to know what's going on.
Yeah, because people are like, I'm going to go the path of least resistance. You know, that sounds too hard, too insurmountable, and they don't know enough about you. You could have just had that thought popping in your head because you saw like a newsletter today, but you're just bringing it up on the first date. So that's not something you should do at all if you're not serious about it. And it's all about giving people context. So, you know, also not bringing up an ex or bringing up like bad relationship. Just stay away from that, because there's so many other things to talk about on a first date. But if you bring that up, I don't think there's really any good way or good spin around it. So those are things that you should just not talk about on the first date and focus on some other things like interest or passions or hobbies. There's so many other things.
Yeah, talking about the ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, that kind of stuff on a first date is a lot of red flags for somebody. It might mean that you're not over that person. So they're concerned, gosh, she keeps bringing up the ex by his first name on the first date. Like, what's the deal? I don't think she's over him. So that might be something that you kind of, you know, buckle down on and not talk about. Other things that might be no-no is, let's say you hate your job and you're talking about how much you dislike it. Well, no one likes a negative Nancy or Debbie Downer, so you really should, you know, not talk crap about your coworkers or your boss. And if you're thinking about switching careers, well, women like a man who's financially stable and stable in all aspects of their lives, you know, not have rocky, dramatic relationships with their family members or, you know, drama at work. So if you're talking about switching careers and switching jobs, well, you know, on the first date, that's probably not something you need to mention. You know, eventually, as you're interviewing, yes, and you want to tell her on the fourth or fifth date when there's something serious going on, or actually when you finally get the job, that would be a great time to tell her. But you know, if you're talking about things in transition, you know, that seems unstable, and a lot of men and women don't like to hear that. Just FYI. So for more tips like these, we have a third segment with other no-nos or too much information on the first or second date, so stay tuned.